What's up guys, Flashfire here, and today I am bringing you a team building video with Hoopa Unbound. For those of you who don't know, Hoopa Regular and Hoopa Unbound I believe have been released in Japan, and they're currently available to use on Showdown, although I'm not sure if anyone in the Americas or EU is able to obtain them in-game yet. I don't know how it works at all, but they're on Showdown and we're using them. So Hoopa Unbound. This thing looks more like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Than a Pokemon, looks a bit like Thousand Eyes Restrict, to be honest. I don't really know, but it's such a weird looking mon, but we're going to be using it. It's going to be interesting. Looking at its stats, it has massive attack, massive special attack, and pretty good special defense. The only thing that really lets it down is the fact that its speed is so low, and it's got such low defense. Also, its typing isn't great defensively. It's Psychic Dark, so basically if this gets hit with a U-turn by literally anything, it dies. It has low defense, and it's 4 times weak to U-turn. It's just, U-turn is bad. So you really got to watch out for that. But we're going to go over our Hoopa spread right here. The approach I've taken is to scarf it. You can obviously also give it setup moves, make it a wall breaker, or maybe even run it in Trick Room if you wanted to. But we're going to go for the scarf today. This is more or less just like Kyurem with different typing. It has the massive attack stats and it's relatively slow. It's slower than Kyurem, I think, but we're going to see if we can make it work. So the moves we've gone for are Hyperspace Fury, which is one of his signature moves, I'm pretty sure. 100 base power dart move that lowers defense by 1. It also breaks through Protect, which is pretty cool. And then we've gone for Zen Headbutt for our extra stab move. And then we just got Drain Punch and Gunk Shot as coverage. Gunk Shot's great, Drain Punch is good. It's a fairly okay moveset, I think. We haven't gone for Mix just because I don't really want to, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's what we're looking at with our Hoopa. Now, like I said, this is very, very, very weak to U-turn. Like, so weak to U-turn. So what we want to do is give it something that switches into U-turn really well. And that's Garchomp, to be honest. Garchomp with Rocky Helmet. Basically, if at any point you're threatened with U-turn, the idea is just to switch this in. We're running Tank Chomp. And this is just here to absorb U-turns, because people are going to be wanting to U-turn on Hoopa all day long, and so this is great for that. So what we're going to be running is Dragon Tail, very standard Tank Chomp set. So we're going to run Dragon Tail, Earthquake, and then Stealth Rock, I think, and Fire Blast, just for those like Ferrothorns and Sizzles and all that kind of stuff. And then we want 248 attack, nope, 248 HP, 252 defense, and Impish. That's just like I said, this is just here to absorb U-turns basically and put damage on U-turn users. Every time someone wants to go for U-turn on your Hoopa, you can punish them by hitting them for 25% with recoil damage. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, that's our Garchomp. Now the next thing I wanted to do, I want to run a fast wall breaker, just because I feel like Hoopa, it's really not a very quick scarf user. It really isn't. I want a quick scarf user with some priority and all that kind of stuff. Not scarf user, wall breaker. And what I decided to go for was Mega Lopunny, because first off, I haven't used this in forever and it's a fantastic poke. But secondly, this is a fantastic wall breaker. And we're actually going to be running Power Up Punch over Ice Punch on this, because we're going to be running ice coverage on the team a bit later on. So I feel really good about this doing well, either as a wall breaker or as a sweeper. So like you can identify which of the pokes on the team is best for sweeping, use the others to wall break, and then sweep with it. So if this is best at breaking walls, use that to break walls, and then use this to sweep, and so on. I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be, once again guys, you know I've fallen in love with offensive teams recently. This is definitely going to be an offensive team rather than a balanced one. That's just how it is. I'm sorry if you're not into that, but we're going to be running Fake Out, Frustration, High Jump Kick, and Power Up Punch, like I said. The reason we're running Frustration is because there's a small chance that we're going to run into a Ditto. Happiness is 0, that's good. There's a small chance that we're going to run into a Ditto, which will have max happiness, and then Frustration will do nothing. So that's the plan there. And then we're just going to run max attack, max speed, and Jolly. This will also outspeed and KO all variants of Hoopa except for Scarfed Jolly Unbound. So as long as they're not a positive speed nature with a Scarf, this outspeeds all variants of Hoopa and KOs them with High Jump Kick or Frustration. Both of them OHKO. So that's good. I'm just kind of a bit scared of this thing because it does hit like a truck. So that's really nice. That's nice to have. Now the next mon we want to go for, we want a defogger because we haven't got one yet. And I really think Latios is going to do well here. I haven't used this in a long time. I normally go for Latias, and we're actually going to be using a choice scarf today, just because this is quite an offensive team. Like I said, we don't really have great ways to deal with like bulky, stally, wally things. I mean, we can break through them generally, but if something's being annoying, we can always trick the choice scarf onto it. That's the idea behind that. So we're going to go for Draco, Psyshock, and then defog, like I said, and trick. That's the plan here. So basically trick the choice scarf onto stuff, I don't know, Chansey, Blissey, Sylveon, something like that, and it just makes it a little bit less good. This is cool Flyby. Obviously Sylveon's still quite a threat with the Scarf Hyper Voice, but whatever. So yeah, that's the team so far. What's the next thing we want to do? Oh yeah. So we've mentioned that Lopunny kills Hoopa. We want, I'm not running this specifically for Hoopa hate, but it's nice to have it there. We're going to be running a Sizzle. Are we? Have I spelled that right? I have not. We're going to be running a Choice Band Sizzle. We have a lot of choice users on this team. Actually, thinking about it, I might change this to Life Orb. Is that worth it? I don't really know. I think I'm going to stick with the band. I think I will. We're going to go with Technician, and this is called Skiz. And we're going to go for standard, very, very standard. We're going to go U-turn, Bullet Punch, Knockoff, and... Oh, is it Knockoff? I guess we go for Knockoff. And then I think we're actually going to go for Pursuit, because we have plenty of fighting coverage in Lopunny and Hoopa. We don't really need the superpower. And then we're going to go 252 attack, 248 HP, and 8 in special defense with, I guess, an Adamant Nature. It doesn't... Adamant Nature does matter, the 8 didn't matter. But that's our Sizzle, and then the final Mon. I wasn't really sure what to put in this slot, to be honest with you. Looking at it, the rest of this team seems relatively solid. There's nothing that I can spot that we need that we don't have. If you guys can suggest a better replacement for this, that would be great. But we're running Weavile, and it seems to have been working out alright so far. Like, there's no problem with it. It's just, I feel like this slot could be filled with something that's a bit more useful to the team. So if you guys want to suggest something that I could put in this slot, that would be fantastic, and I would love you forever. But we're going to be running Life Orb Weavile in this slot, because I can't think of anything better to run in here. So, you go Sneaky Pete. And we're going to go for Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, Knockoff, and I'm kind of debating on whether I should run Poison Jab or Low Sweep. Like I said, not Low Sweep, Low Kick. Like I said, we have a lot of fighting coverage already. I think I'm going to go for Poison Jab, just for those fairies we can catch on the switch. Also, Poison Jab Oko's quite a lot of fairies after rocks and stuff, so that's always good. And then we're just going to run Max Speed, Max Attack Jolly, because we don't want to get outsped, you know? And yeah, that's the team so far, guys. Like I said, if you guys have any suggestions on how I can improve this team, I've never used Hoopa before, so it's going to be interesting. I'm quite excited for it. I'm not really sure where this is going to fall in the tiers, to be honest. I still haven't quite played it yet, so I'm not really sure. It'd be cool, actually. Tell you what, you guys, once you've decided on any changes you want to make to the team, leave them in the comments, and then also comment with where you think Hoopa and Hoopa Unbound are going to end up in the tier list. Whether they're going to end up in UU, OU, Ubers, whatever. Let me know. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.